My real horror story. Hi, I'm Amy, I'm 21, and I will tell you my horror story that I actually lived. When I was younger, I lived in an old apartment that my grandfather, and my grandfather built. In this apartment, only people from my family lived in it. There's 3 apartments, the top, the middle, and the bottom. A long time ago, my father and his ex was living in the top apartments. My father never believed in ghost thing like that. One day, he opened the door of his apartment, and he saw the rocking chair swinging all by itself. And in December. I live in Canada. So no windows or door was open, and it happened a couple of times. After that, my father and mother moved together in the middle apartment. More thing happened. We were 6 in a 3-bedroom apartment in my room that I shared with my sister. We had a closet, and in this closet there's a trap to go to the apartment below, and I always been scared of that. And I did know why. One day my father and his brother condemned this trap. And they didn't want to know why until my mother told me they condemned this trap because the brother of my grandmother hanged himself from this trap a really long time ago, before my mother and father got together. So keep in mind that my mother never know or talk or know what he looked like. One day the guy from the apartment below called my father, saying, "Hey, I know it's late, but can you say to your kids to stop running around? It's so late and it make a lot of noise." My father said, "I'm sorry, but nobody is in the apartment we're in. We are all out." My father asked him to go check, and when the men go in my apartment, nobody was there. And the last thing is that one day I was talking how I didn't like my closet in my old room, and mother said, "Want to know something crazy?" She told me that when we lived in this apartment, my mother was seeing a man, but he was not alive. He was half transparent, but he was not scary. He was looking good, always smiling, and we was wearing old clothes from the 80s every time that my mom was alone with me and taking care of me. He was just there looking at me and my mom smiling, but nothing creepy, more like love and joy. One day my mother talked about that to my grandmother. She was describing the mysterious men to her, and my grandmother turned pale until she said, "You are describing my brother before he hanged himself in the apartment that we was living in. So can you tell me why he was looking at me smiling, and we were wearing noise when we was not there, and why the chair was swinging all might itself? Help me figure it out."